What is up, Banger Nation? I'm your host, Killer Slashbang. Let's get right into the commentary! How's it going, guys? We got a very special video planned today, talking about a beloved franchise to all Xbox fans, Fable. We're going to talk about what happened, why it got cancelled, and why Lionhead, the devs behind the game, got shut down. Not only that though, but at the end of the video I have information which could mean that a new Fable game is all but confirmed. So, hope you enjoy the video. Let's delve right into it. So if you're an Xbox veteran, you may recall the good old days of when Fable was a big name on the console. It was part of the Holy Trinity, slapped right dab in the middle of Halo and Gears. The Golden Age. And oh, how beautiful it was. But then Fable died. Huh? Why was that, you may ask? Well, we're gonna have to go back in time to understand the roots of this, because many believed it all started with Fable Legends. But no, my friend. So we'll rewind further back, all the way to 2010, the release of Fable 3. Peter Molyneux, the then lead designer and co-founder of Lionhead Studios, responded to many journalists in regards to Fable 3. I quote, "Fable 3 was a train wreck." And he goes on to say that the studio was far too ambitious in the development of this project. It was built to be bigger than what it was constrained to be, he goes on. This makes a lot of sense since the game was only in development for a lowly 18 months, the same length as this solid choice of Game of the Year, Anthem. But after many mixed reviews of the title, the studio was left very dissatisfied and wanted to prove themselves greater than what Fable 3 represented them as. However, Microsoft stepped in and forced them onto a brand new piece of hardware that everyone oh so came to love, the fucking Kinect. That's right, folks. Microsoft, much like how they treated iconic developer Rare, had forced another big name onto the Kinect to make shitty games no one cared about. And boy, did no one care about Fable the Journey. And with this, marked a very sad departure for the studio. The farewell to Peter Molyneux, who was not only the original creator of Fable, but he was the very heart and soul of the studio. This legend felt the future of Fable was dying, and so he left his beloved creation to the fate Microsoft made for it. Let's fast forward another year. In that time, a shitty cash grab arcade game was released that you might play for an hour before dropping forever. It's not an interesting game. Totally forgettable. Can't even remember the name of it as I'm recording this. But yet again, after this, Microsoft steps in one more time with another great idea. "Hey Lionhead bro, we want you to make another Fable game, but this time it's gotta be free to play. Multiplayer only. That's right, no single player shit, just multiplayer only bruv. And made to be a game as a service. Fucking stuff in a whole lot of microtransactions, make us money bro. And we might let you develop Fable 4, just maybe." I mean, at this point, it must have felt like its parent company was toying with Lionhead, showing nothing but cruelty in the forcing of development to games they don't want to make. Many of the studio members were unfortunately sick of Fable now. Their morale had been crushed by the then greedy and deranged father of Xbox, Microsoft. And this is honestly the saddest commentary I've done so far, because we have to hear the tale of a development team that tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. All they wanted was a chance to redeem themselves from Fable 3, to develop Fable 4 into a game that fit the standards of the franchise, and that was taken from them, over and over and over again. Of course morale was low. I mean, aren't you getting depressed for them just hearing about it? I know I am. But inevitably, the lack of passion and leadership behind the project now, Fable Legends led to many delays. With the budget skyrocketing to $75 million US, this game was hyped up by Microsoft to be the next poster child of Xbox. However, at its core, the lead designers admitted the game itself just wasn't fun, and was probably never going to last long on the Xbox. Not the best concept for a poster child for a new console, but Lionhead would never have expected what would happen next. And that was when Microsoft cut the cord, ceasing further development on a project that was nearing 2/3 completion, coming into its beta phase in fact. This was so abrupt that people were still getting emails regarding their beta access for the game, an epic of time and money wasted, leaving very little hope for Lionhead's future to develop Fable 4.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load of...
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
The studio was then disbanded almost immediately after cancellation, and it sealed the fate of Fable into a damp, dark grave, filled with salty tears from the fans. It is here that we saw just how greedy Microsoft could become when it came to their devs. They would force them into cash grabs and projects that no one wanted. Microsoft until recently has been very well known for this, not giving their creators creative control. And that's what ultimately led to Fable's doom and departure from one of the greatest Xbox franchises of all time. However, recently hope has been restored for the future of Fable. Lionhead may be gone, but Microsoft still owns the license to the series, with both old and new Xbox exclusives coming back on the rise into beautifully crafted games, studios being treated how they should be in the development process. Microsoft seems to be turning its back on their old ways of cash grabs. Now they're focusing on quality instead of quantity. So it is here I announce that not only has Phil Spencer stated in previous interviews that he would love to revive Fable, but numerous rumours have also been surfacing throughout the internet that Fable 4 is either currently or will be in development very soon for a surprise reveal at the next year's E3 conference from Xbox. These rumours actually have some basis to them though. Earlier this year in May, Mixer, Microsoft exclusive streaming platform, leaked the game Fable 4 on their website as a game that you can choose from when you're streaming. Mixer only does this with games that are already out and are confirmed for a release date. But since Mixer is under Microsoft, this could be evident that developers are using Mixer to test very early builds of the game and share the footage with other developers or higher ups. These kind of practices are somewhat common in the gaming industry, as we saw many leaks from Borderlands 3 due to the same thing on Twitch a few months ago. This story spread like wildfire, with many people not only covering it, but also backing it up as well. Could this mean Fable 4 is all but confirmed? If it is, then I know I'm sure as hell excited. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment your thoughts, so I can read and respond to every single one of them. And subscribe if you're new, so again, I can see you all in the next one. See you guys.
I don't know you anymore. Breaking my heart.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Let her go, Anakin. Let her go.
You turned her against me!
You have done that yourself.
You will not take her from me!
Your lust for power have already done that.